Hello and welcome to the channel. We are here today with boats.co.uk to have a look at this rather lovely Parker Voyager 850. Very capable, very popular boat. So the guy across from me has one of these and he absolutely loves it. Engine options, pretty standard for this range. Mercury is probably the predominant engine option, and then you can have 200s, 250 or a 300, and the latter two are V8. That's going to give you probably a 40 plus knot performance, so it's a pretty capable boat, but obviously you can cruise in the early 20s if you wanted to. Bit of storage under here.
Yeah.
First thing we see when we come up the steps is a nice big door hiding the boarding ladder. Little flap there so you can fold the engine up. Seagate. You'll also notice that this whole section here opens, and that is so that you can effectively flip the cover over. You'll notice there's a frame up the side here, and there'll be the same one on the other side over there, and that means that you can tilt the seat forward and that whole cover can lift up and either be in the form of a bimini for a bit of sun protection, or if you want to, you can put a whole camper cover in and cover this entire entertaining space from the weather. So you can see again what a great entertaining space it is, and like a lot of these boats, this back section here, if I can do this with one hand, pops forward like that, so you can effectively sit at anchor and have a cocktail while you watch the sunset, or flip it back the other way like so, and then you're back in full-on dining mode. And what a lot of space. Nice dining table in there. The forward seat here does exactly the same thing, so you can have it in dining mode, or if you want to, you can flip it the other way and it then becomes a really decent seating area as the boat's motoring forwards. Pop that back over there. There's a little drawer fridge down there, and then under here, if I can open this, we have a bit of storage. There you go, full of boat show clogger at the moment, but a very capable space. And again, it's the absolute joy of having outboards because the engines are out the back, so that frees up all this space in here. You'll notice over on this side we have a little galley unit, sink, little storage in there for a bin, and then a couple of drawed units in here. And you'll notice how well Parker build these boats. Squeaky but nevertheless soft close. Little gas cooker in here, and the neat thing about this is if you're not using it, you can spin it round and it drops upside down into that recess. And again, all of these are finished in GRP, nice stainless gas strut. And then helm station over here. You sit really deep in this boat, so when you're sitting down you do get really good protection from this big moulded screens that run right the way around. And again, that little footrest there, storage down here, a 12 volt charger in there, VHF radio there, throttle and gear selector, tab controllers, Simrad MFD display there, usual selection of Carling switches, and always nice to see is a bow thruster and an electric anchor winch. Now the way to get forward, because the way they maximise the space on these boats is effectively by having no side decks. So there's no side decks, and that gives you the full beam of the boat across here to maximise the lounging. So if you want to go forward, you go through the forward screen, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3 steps up here through this fold in the windscreen, and that takes you forward onto that little foredeck where you can see the forehatch here and a couple of glass panels in there which help throw light down into this cabin. Now we've got the lights on anyway, and we are indoors at a boat show, but it does give you an idea. And again, it's surprisingly spacious. It isn't necessarily a cabin you'd sleep in. I mean, you can do if you want to, because there's a, let's fold that down. There is a decent sized double bed in there, storage underneath there, and there's a bit of additional storage forward, and you can see the hull window over there, and they've covered them over with these little curtains, but you can see those hull glazing panels in there. Storage right the way along on both sides, which is really neat. There's plenty of storage in there. There's a little cupboard in here behind me, like so. There's another couple of little drawer units down in there, and you'll also notice there's another secondary berth underneath the deck here. not quite as big. Does run right the way across. You can see those infill cushions over there making it look a bit shorter, and again it is quite nice because it does come with its own run of hull windows, so it's pretty impressive. And then in here, get my foot out of the way, we have the heads. Put the light on, so there you go, fairly conventional electric pump action loo, very stylish glass sink, and again nice to see hull windows in there, and then storage above, little mirror on the side, and there you go. So that is the Parker Voyager 850. Do hope you've enjoyed the tour. If you have, do please like and subscribe. We'll say thank you very much to boats.co.uk for letting us have a look around, and I will see you on the next tour. Cheerio.